Old wounds, new power. JD Vance's past criticisms of Donald Trump are back in the spotlight as California Governor Gavin Newsom aims a sharp public rebuke. Newsom has resurfaced a video crafted by the Republicans Against Trump account that gathers Vance's earlier critiques of the president before Vance joined the Trump administration. Newsom adds his own pointed caption, suggesting that Vance grew a beard and seemingly lost his spine, while joking that he at least kept the eyeliner. The clip then presents Vance describing Trump in harsh terms, including calls for him to be considered disgusting and noxious, and warnings that Trump could be steering the white working class toward a dark path. In another segment, Vance concedes that if Trump appears likely to win, he might have to hold his nose and vote for Hillary Clinton. These reflections date back to a period when Vance was one of Trump's most vocal critics. Across 2016 and the following years, Vance pushed back against Trump on social media and in interviews. One former tweet from October 2016 argued that Trump frightened people he cared about and singled out immigrants and Muslims, prompting strong condemnation. In March 2017, he wrote that 4 years from then, those who empathized with Trump's voters would be remembered for how aggressively they fought him. He later acknowledged in campaign debates for the 2024 election that those comments were a mistake and that he had been open about being wrong about Trump. After Trump selected him as a running mate in July 2024 and made him vice president, Vance's stance shifted noticeably toward unwavering support, with proponents citing alignment with Trump on trade, foreign policy, and immigration. Critics, however, argued the change looked more like political calculus than a principled transformation. Meanwhile, Newsom has kept the public feud alive, a back and forth that intensified after Trump sent the National Guard to Los Angeles to quell anti-ICE protests. Newsom responded by suing the Trump administration, arguing that the deployment violated state rights and federal law. The legal battle has progressed with recent rulings that temporarily permit Trump to retain control over the California National Guard, despite Newsom's objections. In the meantime, Newsom has intensified his personal attacks on Trump, often mimicking Trump's distinctive all-caps style on social media. On August 30th, he posted a scathing jab about a medical term used to describe someone who rants endlessly, repeats lies, and grows more incoherent each day. He has also circulated clips highlighting Trump's visible bruising and swelling in the hands, as well as awkward moments, such as a stumble on Air Force One. All set to a country-tinged soundtrack that frames Trump as a survivor. Since Trump took office, critics point to notable economic shifts. The Consumer Price Index has risen by about 2.7%. Takeout and dining costs climbed roughly 3.9%. Used car prices increased around 4.8%. Electricity bills rose by about 10%, and major brands from Sony to PepsiCo announced price increases. In response, Trump ridiculed Newsom by mocking the governor's hands, while Newsom countered by highlighting Trump's own hand bruising and swelling, and raising questions about the president's physical condition. The White House attributed the bruising to ordinary handshakes and aspirin use, whereas some medical experts have suggested there could be more serious health concerns. This back and forth has become part of the broader rivalry, adding a personal dimension to the political clash. All of this raises a contentious question. Does Vance's evolution reflect a sincere realignment, or is it a strategic move designed to secure influence within Trump's circle? And what stance should observers take on Newsom's tactic of turning personal health and body language into political fodder? A tactic that sparks debate about whether it clarifies leadership or simply sensationalizes it. What do you think? Is this a credible shift in allegiance or a calculated surrender to political convenience? Share your perspective in the comments.